How do you calculate cone volume from a 2D image? Imagine looking at a flat picture of a cone and wanting to find out how much space it would take up in 3 dimensions. It might seem tricky at first, but with some simple steps, you can figure it out. When you see a 2-dimensional image, the key is to find 2 measurements: the radius of the base and the height of the cone. These are the main pieces of information needed to calculate the volume. First, look at the base of the cone in the picture. If it's a circle, measure the distance from the center to the edge. That is the radius. If the image is scaled, use a ruler or a scale indicator to find the real size. Next, find the height, which is the straight line from the center of the base to the tip of the cone. This line should be perpendicular to the base. Sometimes, in side views, the height is the vertical distance from the base to the pointy tip. Once you have the radius and height, you can use the cone volume formula. The formula says that the volume equals 1/3 times pi times the radius squared times the height. Pi is about 3.1416. So, you square the radius, multiply that by the height, then multiply everything by pi. Finally, take 1/3 of that number to get the volume. If the image only shows a side view, and you see a triangle, remember that the base of the triangle is twice the radius. To find the radius, divide the base length by 2. If you only see the slant height, which is the side from the base to the tip, you can use the Pythagorean theorem to find the height. Subtract the radius squared from the slant height squared, then take the square root to get the height. For example, suppose the base width in the picture measures 6 centimeters. That makes the radius 3 centimeters. If the height from the base to the tip is 9 centimeters, then the volume calculation is straightforward. Square the radius to get 9, multiply by the height to get 81, then multiply by pi to get about 256.1. Finally, divide that by 3, which gives approximately 85.3 cubic centimeters. This method turns a flat image into a 3-dimensional understanding. It helps you see how the measurements from a picture relate to the real shape. Remember, the key is to get accurate measurements of the radius and height, then apply the formula carefully. With practice, you can estimate the volume of any cone from a simple drawing or photo.